If I can have your attention in the media center, we are now joined by Martin Truex Jr., driver of the number 78 Furniture Row Chevrolet, Furniture Row Racing. Martin, the defending race winner of the Toyota Save Mart 350. Boy, you've got a hot rod out there today, as you showed in practice. Tell me what it's going to take for you to take that to victory lane on Sunday.
Well, so far, like you said, practices went well with our Furniture Row Chevy, and looking forward to the rest of the day. It's this track is difficult to keep the tires on, and I think the key to the race is going to be being good on longer runs, having good tire management. Obviously, pit strategy always comes into play here at Sonoma, so hopefully we'll have the right pit strategy and have a good car on long runs. I feel like we had a good first practice. I feel like the car is close, a little bit, definitely room for improvement. We're working on that right now for our second practice.
Your car is really coming on here as we go into the summer months. Talk about the development of that 78 team and how that's coming along for you this year.
Well, really, it's been it's been a really tough season. It's been a lot of tough luck, a lot of things where you're like, how does this keep happening? Or seriously, what's going to happen next? But so it's been a tough season, but through it all, I feel like the team's done a really good job of being positive, working on race cars, and trying to focus on the things that we have learned to try to get better. Certainly it's we probably haven't been as competitive as we'd like to be, but we're definitely nowhere near a 25th place team, which is where we sit in points. So just keep plugging away, keep working hard. The guys are staying positive, and that's been a good thing for us. And cars have been getting faster, and we just got to finish races. So hopefully this will be the weekend we turn it around and just have a good solid run and hopefully a shot at defending the race win.
Great. We're going to open it up to questions here from the floor. So if you have a question, please raise your hand. State your name and affiliation. We'll get a wireless mic to you.
Yeah, Martin Dunlangford from Sonoma.com, SonomaRaceTime.com. The times that you were turning on practice, the only guys that were beating you were actually breaking the track records. So that the track seems to be in pretty good shape. Was that your view?
Yeah, the track's in good shape. I think today being that it's hot and sunny out is a good advantage for everybody because it's going to give us a good idea what we're going to have on Sunday. Typically here the track is a little bit better in practice than it is in the race, and so you kind of get a false sense of okay, yeah, I think my car is pretty good, and the race starts, and you're like, oh, I was wrong. So today will give us a good indication. It's nice and hot out, and it'll give us a good indication of what we're going to have on Sunday. So track's in good shape. The tire that Goodyear brought here this year seems to have a little bit more grip, taken off, but it still wears out just like they always did. So it's going to be a lot of fun on Sunday, and we just got to hope that we can get our Furniture Row Chevy dialed in a little bit better than everybody else's.
Hi, Fred Inglis, local Fox affiliate here. Hi, Martin. Coming back as the champion here, do you get a different look? Do you get a different walk around in here? And you talked about the tires and you talked about the pits and all, but isn't it really true that this is probably one of those courses where the fastest car isn't necessarily the winningest car here?
Well, I think any road course there's a lot comes into the strategy and all those things. I mean, if the caution falls at the wrong time, you could have the fastest car and be out front, and it could ruin your race. So yeah, you got a little bit of luck on your side for sure. Fast car is obviously the first thing you want to work on. That's what we're doing here today. But Sunday a lot of things change. So obviously, hopefully we'll have a little bit better luck than we've had the rest of the season because we haven't had much of that. Hopefully it'll turn around for us this weekend. But as far as coming here as defending champion, it's a great feeling. Definitely gives you a lot of confidence. But you have to be careful with that because you can't get stuck on what we did last year. What did we have in a race car? This is a new season. The rules are a lot different. The race cars are a lot different. You have to be open-minded. I have a different race team. Our cars are a lot different than what we ran last year. I ran here last year. So got to be open-minded, be ready for new things, and hopefully we'll be able to make the right decisions throughout the weekend and put ourselves in position to win this thing again. And so far, today's went well, and hopefully we can keep improving on that.
We'll go next to Steve, and then we'll send it upstairs.
Steve Richards of PRN. Martin, I just want to look ahead to Daytona. You had such a great weekend and didn't turn out so well, but what kind of confidence do you have, the fact that, with the qualifying and that sort of thing, that going back to Daytona, how positive are you?
That's a tough one to answer. I mean, Daytona, restricted plate racing is a crapshoot, and we've had pretty bad luck this year, so I don't even really want to talk about it, to be honest with you. Let's focus on this weekend first and see what we can do here.
we have any questions upstairs in the press box?
Yes, one moment.
Dustin Long, MRN.com, above you.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm trying to remember. You had a 3-stop strategy last year. Is that correct? And can you talk about how you guys came about that and the challenge of having those older tires in at the end when other people had fresher tires and were trying to make a run?
Yeah, it was a 3-stop strategy, but we only put tires on twice. So really, it was a 2-stop strategy. You know, we were able to stop and top off. I think we may have ran 3 or 4 laps after we pitted under green, and we were kind of risky on whether we could make it from there or not. And I think everybody pitted with us, so we didn't lose track position. So it kind of worked out perfect. But you know, at the end of the race, you really put yourself in risk at, okay, if a caution comes out or if we get a few cautions, the guys that have tires are going to be hard to beat. You know, obviously last year it went green for a long time, which played into our hands, so that worked out good for us. But you know, I think two-stop strategies probably been the most successful here in the past. But it's risky for sure. You know, not only on fuel mileage, but on tires at the end. If we do get a caution late, you know, it could be hard to hold off a guy with newer tires.